Hello everyone, this is Chandanni with WeDharma.com. So, this evening I wanted to talk about self-respect. The issue of self-respect falls into the laps of absolutely everyone, and it's something we all have to contend with. From your professional life, to your private life, to your creative life, to your philosophical life, to every angle of your life, self-respect at some point, if not all the time, comes into play. And it's something that is takes effect and is in effect and is redefined through different decades and eras of our happening and the discovery of our life and lifestyle. So if we look at this entity called self-respect, my grandfather, when I was a little girl, would always say, in Farsi, it's Har kisi shakhsiyatish dast khudeshe, which means that everybody's self-respect lies within their own hands. So within any given circumstance, at any given time, your self-respect directly sits in the middle of how you are able to define that for yourself. So rather than seeking validation or expectation from outside forces to somehow acknowledge you as far as having self-respect, self-respect is something that we need to understand comes from our own doing, no matter what's happening around us. So lately I've been around certain situations that have made me question my ability to attain and maintain my self-respect with regards to individuals and circumstances in my life. And so much of the time when a situation feels like it's outside of our control, we get a sense of perhaps maybe becoming a victim to a certain scenario or a certain individual or a certain circumstance, and we feel as though our self-respect has been taken away from us. Whereas the reminder through feeling that way has allowed me to understand that no person, no incident, and no circumstance can take away your self-respect. Your self-respect is defined, is attained, and is maintained by one's own action and one's own ability to maintain it no matter what's happening. So how do we do that? How do we allow ourselves to continuously and without effort maintain our ability to have self-respect? I really think that it all comes down to boundaries. And when we allow ourselves to be in circumstances where we don't draw boundaries for ourselves, what happens is that we lose our sense of self. We lose our sense of security as far as who we are in the world, and we feel compromised as far as how we would like to behave within any incident that's occurring. So therefore, next time we're in a situation that is less than positive or less than what we consider appropriate, a good reminder is to know that it's very important to draw boundaries. And boundaries sometimes means walking away. Boundaries sometimes means saying stop to the person or the circumstance or the event. And through action, allowing ourselves to really halt the external factors that are perhaps crossing our boundaries, and to go back to the breath, and to allow ourselves to know that not having the answer, but allowing ourselves to just walk away from a circumstance that is not serving our higher self and compromising our self-respect is the high road and the appropriate road. So instead of fighting or convincing or winning, sometimes it's good to just walk away, take a breath, and revisit at a later time, without judgment, without blame, and without holding on to what happened with that person or with that situation. So self-respect is something that can turn into a very compassionate blossoming within our soul, within our spirit, that can empower ourselves and empower those around us. This is Chandanni, WeDharma.com, some food for soul. See you soon.